It's all about aspiration and dreams for these young kids to say, you know what, Israel Folau's playing for the Giants. How about I start training and maybe one day I can be there.
It's been called the Battle for the West, Aussie Rules football expanding into the rugby league heartland of Western Sydney. The Greater Western Sydney Giants enter the national competition next year as part of the AFL's expansion plan. But it's not just at a professional level that the league is looking to grow the game. Rooty Hill Power is one of 20 Greater Western Sydney junior clubs, and 3 years after their inception, more and more kids and their parents are making the switch to Aussie Rules. AFL figures show participation in Western Sydney has grown from 14,000 in 2007 to more than 23,000 this year. And the Power's president, Yvonne Blackburn, says this is only the beginning.
Our Auskick numbers have probably doubled in the last couple of months since we came on. So there's a lot of work being done around the Auskicks and the younger teams, because as a junior club we only go up to the under 16s anyway. We're looking, but it's a strategic plan of probably the next 2 to 3 years to double our numbers, and we're working with the AFL and all the other clubs to do that.
The modified junior rules, which include no tackling, as well as a family-friendly atmosphere, is making Aussie Rules a preferable option for many, including Yvonne's own kids.
He wanted to play one of the other sports, and as a mother I didn't want him to. So I said to him, you love to run, you love to kick and you love to catch, so why don't we try AFL? I contacted the president who was there at the time, and he said come down for a free training session, and 10 minutes into it he jumped the fence, ran across. I love it, Mum, and we've stuck with it ever since.
Ali Faraj, the AFL's Regional Engagement Officer in Western Sydney, says the AFL are actively working in local schools and with the local community to grow the game of Aussie Rules.
I think we started here, especially in Western Sydney, to really hit grassroots levels, from right down the bottom, and we're really building relationships with families and kids, and we're letting them know that, you know, any program that you have that you want us to attend, we'll attend. We'll add value to your program, at the same time we get that value back. It's not a fact that people are actually going to become participants, but it's actually showing the community that, you know, if you want us to be part of your program, ask, and we will be part of your program. At the same time, when it comes to a program delivery in that community, then people also want to get on board with what you're doing. So it's a relationship building. It is about networking. It is about creating positive credibility within the community, so people start saying, you know what, AFL's real about this. Let's start taking part in what they got to offer.
Ali says it's not an us versus them battle with rugby league, but about creating awareness of the game of Aussie Rules.
A lot of people are familiar with rugby league, and it was a real big challenge for us to get into diverse markets and educate them and create that sense of awareness of what AFL was. And automatically when we put a sharing in these kids' hands, they want to throw it, and we say there's no throwing in AFL. So it was really interesting to see people develop and learn and then take an interest in the code.
And the AFL's newest team are doing their part too. Based at Blacktown Olympic Park, the Giants and their young players, mostly from Aussie Rules heartlands, are excited about converting Western Sydney kids to the game they already love.
You know, the Giants this year have really done an abundant amount of work where they actually get out to community clubs, they get out to community school football programs, they get into school football programs, they're at assemblies, they're presenting awards, they're at festivals, they're at intensive English centres like language schools, they're providing resources and merchandise like rulers and bags and hats and balls, and just to see them approach and engage the community is fantastic, and the community understands, you know, it's not just another club, but it's another part of our community.
Yes, so the players have come down to our grounds twice during training sessions. We get invited to have our kids perform at half time for the Giants. We've had clinics that the Giants run, that our kids get involved in. They've also, at our last president's meeting, we had a few of the players and CEO come down and talk to us, and they were wandering about at the Blacktown Sports Fest last Saturday as well, so a lot of other people got to speak to them, which was good. So they're really starting to bond with the community, which is great.
With goalposts sprouting like mushrooms and the AFL funding the upgrade of fields all across the region, Aussie Rules isn't going anywhere in Western Sydney. And with the passion and commitment of presidents like Yvonne and clubs like Rooty Hill, the next Israel Folau may just be a homegrown hero.
Better than NRL because it's more running and kicking. I think it's the best sport that I've ever played in my life. Yeah, and the best team is Rooty Hill Power in our division. And you should join.
Alison Zell reporting for Game On magazine.